Arch Manning. Do I need to say anything more? The last name carries immense weight in itself. We all knew the expectations were going to be sky high when the nephew of Peyton and Eli Manning grew up to play football at the next level. Arch was highly touted as a quarterback prospect coming out of high school. In 2022, he threw for over 2,200 yards and 34 touchdowns in his senior year at Isidore Newman High School in Louisiana. He possessed all the tools needed to be great at the position. The ideal frame, he's 6'4", excellent arm talent with the ability to throw passes at every level of the field, above average athleticism, and an exceptional football IQ and awareness. This led to him being rated a 5-star recruit by 24/7 Sports. And not just any 5-star recruit. Arch had a perfect grade of 100, and he was the #1 recruit in the entire class of 2023. Arch Manning went on to commit to Texas, choosing the Longhorns over notable schools like Alabama, Ole Miss, and Georgia. According to a national recruiting analyst, quote, Manning figures to be prepared to make an immediate impact at the next level, projects as an All-American prospect at the next level with the potential to have his name being called first in the NFL draft. Here we are nearing the end of the 2023 college football season, and Arch Manning has not touched the field. Definitely not the immediate impact we were hoping for, but that's totally okay. He came into a situation at Texas where he wasn't expected to be the guy immediately. The Longhorns already had a former 5-star talent, sophomore QB Quinn Ewers. Arch Manning was put third on the depth chart coming out of fall camp behind Ewers and freshman Malik Murphy. When Ewers went down with injury this season, Murphy stepped in as the backup, which was to many people's surprise, making them ask, why isn't Manning playing? First, Texas is redshirting him. Second, he probably just needs time to develop. Not every recruit is ready to go the second they step on campus, and fans should realize that. If Arch Manning gave Texas the best chance to win, he would have been out there. But obviously, Steve Sarkisian and the rest of the staff thought otherwise. With reports of Quinn Ewers returning to Texas for another season of college football, it is likely that Arch Manning will explore his options in the transfer portal. It's almost unheard of for a 5-star talent to sit 2 years at a school waiting their turn. In this video, I'll be discussing the top destinations for Arch Manning in 2024. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you never miss out on another upload like this. I'm throwing up the graphic on screen, but too many of you guys are watching my videos and enjoying them, but forgetting to push that button. Make sure to subscribe so you join the best community in college football. The school getting the most buzz right now regarding the possible Manning transfer is the LSU Tigers. You can quickly see how this is a fit, as he's a Louisiana kid growing up in New Orleans, only a 90-minute drive down the road from campus in Baton Rouge. I can already see the headlines. Manning returns home, just like LeBron James returning to Cleveland in 2014. I'm just kidding with that one. The quarterback spot will be wide open for LSU, with electrifying senior Heisman contender Jaden Daniels leaving for the NFL after the season. Manning has the opportunity to come back home, be a hero, and leave his mark on a historic program. Seems pretty enticing to me. If I were him, I would definitely be giving Coach Brian Kelly a good listen. Next up is the Washington Huskies. With Michael Penix Jr. leaving for the draft, Arch will have a chance to get the keys to Kalen DeBoer's offense immediately. Who wouldn't want to play in DeBoer's offensive-minded system where it's very quarterback-friendly? Manning would be able to let it loose and play free with his talented arm, dispersing the ball to returning weapons like Jalen Polk at wide receiver, with an experienced offensive line to keep him protected. Getting a quarterback in the offseason has never been bigger for the Huskies as they transition to the Big Ten, where they will need this to compete at the highest level. It would be a huge win for both parties involved. Watching Manning play in this offense would be pure entertainment, and I would absolutely love to see it. The Georgia Bulldogs are also in the mix. Arch has already shown interest in the school, as Georgia was in his final 5 before committing to Texas. Many believe that the Bulldogs' current QB, Carson Beck, will declare for the 2024 NFL Draft, leaving a possible starting spot vacant for Manning. Athens would be an amazing destination for him. We know Georgia's the back-to-back reigning champs with a 28-game win streak. They are the premier program in the sport, and they are the kings until proven otherwise. Manning would have a chance to immediately win and be part of a surefire national championship contender. To finish off, let's quickly take a look at the Longshots. First, Alabama. People are saying he could go to the Tide because of the interest he showed coming out of high school, but I don't think it's realistic that Jalen Milroe declares for the draft. He is most likely going to want to develop for another year under the system, and I don't think Manning would transfer to a place that he would sit on the bench at. Next is Ohio State. There's a chance that Ryan Day could look for an upgrade for Kyle McCord in the offseason, but this seems pretty unrealistic due to the fact that Arch will be battling against a guy who gained a bunch of experience in 2023 under the staff. Personally, I don't see this happening. Finally, Texas A&M. There are a few issues with this. First, we don't know what the coaching staff is going to look like for the Aggies at the time I'm recording this video. Also, A&M has their guys in Connor Wegman and Max Johnson. However, if a new staff comes in and doesn't share the same vision as these two guys, there could be an opening for the starting QB. Overall, there's just too much unknown for this situation, so I can't confidently say this is a solid option for Manning. Regardless of what Arch Manning chooses to do in the offseason before 2024, I'm rooting for him. I hope he finds a place to showcase his talent, as he will be a thrill to watch once it's finally time for him to step on the field. Redshirting at Texas in 2023 will surely help his development to make sure he's at his best when he gets his opportunity. I want to hear from you. Where do you think Arch Manning will end up playing in 2024? If you made it to the end of the video, you're amazing. I appreciate you so much, and your support doesn't go unnoticed. I'm done calling this a community, guys, because this is a family. That's exactly what it feels like. When I was younger at the dinner table, I would always be arguing with my dad, my brother, and my mom about college football and just sports in general, and that's exactly what it feels like in the comments. We're all just having a friendly discussion, all having a great time, sharing our viewpoints, and I want to grow that because it'll be a great time for me and a great time for everyone else. So my challenge for you today is share this video with a friend, with a family member who loves football, the person that you're always talking ball with. I'm thinking of like 3 or 4 people right now that I always send videos to. I'm always spamming. Make sure to do that. Let's grow this. Let's do this. I've been Saturday Shenanigans, your home for unfiltered college football content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.